So Jerry Jones held a press conference yesterday to introduce new head coach Brian Schottenheimer. Let's take a listen to some of that.
Without this thing being about me in any way, if you don't think I can't operate out of my comfort zone, you're so wrong. It's unbelievable. This is as big a risk as you could take. As big a risk as you could take. No head coaching experience. How often do you have someone that has 25, I'm going to say 25, it may be 26, of years of working through the human relationship and working, aspiring to learn, of have his ears and eyes wide open and looking for techniques and looking for things that make coaches better.
So, Michael, I know you have some thoughts on this. What do you think of the hire and the Cowboys organization as a whole right now?
I just thought we missed a great opportunity here to try to get back in the fight. I've used analogies like great empires, things that I remember growing up, like Sears. And Sears, for you young guys, just like you, Keyshawn Jr., you don't know Sears. Sears used to be the biggest selling everything. They had this pamphlet, big book they put out every year. Everybody loved the book.
Mm-hmm.
But all Sears had to do was not be rigid and move all of their equipment, all of their items off of the book and put it on the internet. They would have been Amazon. But they stayed rigid. A lot of the old customers said, I like the feel of the magazine in my hand. I want the real paper in my hand. Yeah, those are your old customers. Your new customers were on the internet.
Yeah.
So you stayed, your old customers, they got the feel of the book, and they took the book onto the grave, in your company onto the grave, right on with them, because you never sold and served the younger audience.
The Cowboys are like Sears.
And the Cowboys are like Sears right now.
Right.
The younger audience isn't getting served. And 40 years as a generation, 30 years, they have not been served. So if you don't have a great love because you've been connected and grabbed with a glory, with the story of a Super Bowl, you know, in your heart, you pass that on. If you never have that story, you have nothing to pass on. And that whole generation never had the story.
Keyshaw's never seen the Cowboys in the NFC Championship game?
Yes. He's the one I'm talking about.
He has not.
He's the one I'm talking about. Him. Everybody, every commercial you see on TV, they are advertising towards him. That's what I'm telling Jerry. What are we doing? We're losing the hymns. And they are coming up after it. So that's the only way my work stays intact. I'm risking losing all I built if we don't get to talking to him. And Dion talked to him because he talked to him on their platform in social media. That at least we had a chance. If we ain't gonna win championships to get to him, at least we could have worked.
Why did they rush to hire Schottenheimer, man, instead of just trying to figure out the prime situation?
And I heard Jerry talk about this. I heard Jerry say, excuse me, the money, you got Dion has a contract, he has a buyout in the contract and everything. Okay, I see that, Jerry. So I have to pay him more. Yes, you will. But we've run that route before. We understand that. And I've heard Jerry say a million times, if you give me an opportunity to win another championship, I'll write a bigger check as I can write. And anybody test me on it. We got tested, and we failed. All you had to do was write a check. Not the biggest check you ever wrote, but a nice-sized check, and we could have gotten that done. And dude, listen, the money would have been nothing. You'd have made all that money back up because what I just said, we got right back to the audience, to that young audience that we need to sell to, and we'll have them right back in the fold.
He done made that money tenfold, man. Dude paid a couple $100 million for the team worth $10 billion.
Right.
The hell you talking about?
Right. And now you put Dion on that, it just went from $11 billion to $14, $15 billion because it'll be crazy. Everybody would have been crazy excited.
We absolutely hope you enjoyed this video. If you want more from us, hit that subscribe button for all videos, full episodes, and exclusive content from the show. And don't forget to find All Facts, No Breaks on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.